Have you ever wondered what it would take to survive a real-life night city, where every firefight is deadly, every split-second decision matters, and the edge you're walking on is monowire-thin? To capture that experience, I've combined the Hardcore22 Realistic Combat Overhaul with Enemies of Night City mod, turning every encounter into a life or death struggle. Hardcore22 basically makes weapons and health more realistic. You hit like a truck, but so do the enemies.
What? What?
Enemies of Night City, on the other hand, expands enemies' abilities, movesets, and archetypes to create a much more lore-accurate Night City. My initial plan for this playthrough was to route a completely deathless run, to try to make it feel as close to real life as possible. So for the first 10 or so deaths, I actually completely restarted all the way from the beginning, every single time. But a problem arises about 8 hours in. There's a section that's completely determined by RNG, with no option to fight back. The odds that you can even get a shot off before you're dead are extremely low.
Arasaka! They hit the car with...
If it wasn't for this section, I think it would have been possible, albeit extremely challenging, to get a deathless run, as I did manage to eventually beat Act 1 deathless a few times during my attempts. So instead of bashing my head against that wall forever, I decided to settle for a death counter. That way, we can still track how punishing Night City really can be. The rules for this run are as follows. For my very first attempt, I select very hard and the Nomad start, where this sheriff thinks he's hot shit and tells me to leave his town. I radio some rando Donnie who informs me where Jackie is waiting. I collect Jackie in the package and we make our way through the border. We are attacked by Arasaka, and with no way to heal yet, I fear the run will be over already. Fortunately for me though, I managed to take out all my pursuers. Cyberpunk does Cyberpunk things, and me and Jackie become besties. We make our way to find Sandra Dorset, and I reach my first combat encounter. I use cover and quick peeks to take out the enemies, and it becomes immediately apparent how incredible grenades are going to be during this playthrough, as they can instantly kill small groups of enemies. I take old Sandy to trauma team and get tased. Jackie gives me a ride home and we get ambushed. I have no trouble taking them out quickly, and the next day Jackie calls me. We go see Vic, who gives me some nice free cyberware. Dex goes over the plan and I decide to tackle the flathead first, because fuck doing the Evelyn mission to have to restart anyway. I pop Royce's head and frantically scramble for cover, somehow narrowly escaping with my life. I move on to the next section and take out most of the enemies. I get overconfident, peeking a skull enemy, and am swiftly reminded what I'm playing. I go from almost full health to 0 instantly.
That's quite big. Impressive.
I begin my second attempt as a street kid, where I'm basically one-shotted in the first encounter. Yikes. I go back to Nomad for my third attempt, making it back to Royce, this time taking out his crew a lot smoother. I try to be sneaky for the next section, but stealth has never been my playstyle, and I'm instantly detected and killed. On my fourth attempt, I make it here again, only to accidentally grenade myself.
Oh shit!
Turns out they are just as effective against me as they are against enemies. Who would have thought? I start my fifth character, this time as a corpo, and get caught slacking during the first encounter by a jump scare enemy. I hope you are now beginning to understand just how hyper-lethal I've made Cyberpunk. Whoops. Let's rapid fire some of these. I finally get a decent run and make it past the pickup after realizing how insane quick hacks are when used properly. I finally get to do the information quest, and for the first time ever, I am so unbelievably glad to be doing a BD mission. I grind for level 10 and take on the most stressful side gig I've ever experienced.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress? Okay.
Monster Hunt. And oh my goodness, I was playing like this was my actual life, trying my best to sweep every corner of every room. I come so close to dying so many times. I get jump scared by the enemy with a Sandevistan who basically teleports directly onto me with a shotgun, and thank God for reboot optics, which buys me just enough time to escape. I just about finish the gig and sigh a huge sigh of relief. I reach level 10 and begin the heist. Me and Jackie enter the hotel and set up the flathead we used to take out security. Yorinobu offs Pop Pop, and me and Jackie go on the run. I use quick hacks and quick peeks to take out pretty much all of the enemies. My heart rate is extremely high, and I miss 1 million shots on the guy at the bottom of the elevator.
Hide.
Holy choke. Thankfully, we make it through them and onto the next section. Disaster strikes. The pistol I currently have doesn't do enough damage to kill the drone, and I die. I learned some valuable lessons though, and use them on my next run. I prepare myself by installing a mechatronic core for plus 15% damage against drones, and help myself to a tech revolver, which turn out to be easily enough DPS to drop the drones. I say goodbye to Jackie and get one-tapped by Dex. I begin the Johnny flashback by killing the rooftop enemies so quickly, the helicopter just awkwardly circles around. I take out all the enemies.
Love this.
And get wrecked by Smasher. I wake up in the junkyard, and Tack takes me with him. I realize what the upcoming section is, and wonder if it's even possible. Thankfully it is, and the biomonitor comes in extremely clutch, as you cannot normally heal during this section. However, the biomonitor ignores that and heals you anyway. In combination with the perk that gives me an extra heal, I just about make it through. I wake up in Vic's clinic and he tells me I'm cooked. I wake up and there you go. That is Act 1, completely deathless for the first time. If you made it this far, it's greatly appreciated. If you could also like and subscribe, that would be swell. I go and talk to Tack and Johnny, who tell me to find Hellman and talk to Judy, respectively. I begin Judy's mission, Automatic Love. Judy tells me to look for Evelyn at Clouds. I go to Clouds and look for a way up. I try to take out the guy in the bathroom for a keycard, and try to use a stealth takedown. Unfortunately, the Enemies of Night City mod allows certain enemies to say absolutely not to being taken down. My heart sinks, and I have no weapons to defend myself. Thankfully, he doesn't one-shot me, and I short-circuit and punch him to death. However, in doing so, I get spotted, and must fight my way through clouds. He did drop me a revolver though, so at least I have a weapon. I tear my way through clouds, using whatever weapons I can find, and make it to Hellman, who turns out can be wallbanged by tech weapons.
Well, aren't you the king of fuck-ups?
Lol. To which I decide tech weapons are probably the way to go for this run. Being able to kill through walls is insanely good utility. I get the info and fight my way back out of clouds, before heading over to Fingers, who I barge in on and smack. I blow up the dodgy dealer for the BD and analyze it with Judy. We discover Ev must be at a nearby factory that we drive over to. I use quick hacks and suppressors to take out some of the guards outside, but like I said before, stealth is not my playstyle, so I'm quickly caught and begin a gunfight. An enemy throws a grenade that I saw for a split second.
Oh, hello, yeah!
Oh shit.
I make my final character
Oh shit. Here we go again.
and decide I will play the whole game through, to make sure deathless is possible. And using my previously established route to easily get through Act 1 without a single death. I get back to the disaster piece mission and clear it flawlessly. We find and take Ev back to Judy's and look through her BD to try and find whoever commissioned the heist. This leads us to Pacifica, and I hit up Mr. Hands. In the meantime, Tak calls me and tells me to meet him under the bridge, where Oda turns up and we try to convince him of the truth.
You can't handle the truth!
He's having none of it and tells us he will kill us if he sees us again. Tak and I go to see Wakako, who gives us some security details for the parade. I pull up on Rogue with my inquiry about Hellman, and for the first time, I don't have enough money to begin the mission instantly, so I head off to do some side gigs. I return with some money and receive Panam's number, who I go to meet.
Hey, come on.
Well. Next question.
We collect some bits for her camp and set up an ambush in town. I finally managed to complete a full section without being detected, and Panam tells me she wants my help to kill Nash. I begin taking out Nash's goons by trying to cut off firing angles from all but one at a time. The smart guns exist and I'm shot from behind cover, killing me instantly. I try again and it goes a lot smoother. I kill Nash with a few overheats and then delete the rest of the enemies with the tech revolver, which is honestly such a good gun. Panam is happy now and we deliver her goods to the 6th Street guys. The game gets too realistic when I try and fail to flirt, and we go to bed. She tells me her plan to capture Hellman and we head off to the control tower. I kill the drone so quick, Panam drives around awkwardly, just like the Johnny section earlier.
Good enough. Is that all of them? What about it in curry?
We plant our EMPs, and Panam shoots down Hellman's transport, and we set off chasing it. I hide behind the rocks and try to take out the enemies one at a time. Fortunately, I die instantly to the ship's rocket, despite being behind a wall. On the following attempt, I'm extra careful to stay hidden from the ship and manage to take everyone else out. I'm almost instantly nuked while looking for the best way to get to the button, but fortunately, I managed to dodge and get to the button safely.
To make up your damn mind. Aldecaldos will ride up here any minute
I
now.
get the information from the pilot, but my dumbass shoots him before the game can recognize it. Whoopsie. And the game doesn't tell me where it is I'm supposed to be going. Thinking I should know by now, without the waypoint, I drive in the direction I think. I get lost in the desert and end up at the wrong station. Rather than driving around aimlessly, I cave into the game's demands and go to the point it tells me, revealing the station was nowhere near where I thought it was. I get spotted, taken out of guards, and all the reinforcements on the planet descend upon me. I stand no chance and get overrun by tech snipers shooting me through walls.
This is straight up cheating.
On my follow-up attempt, it goes much better, and I collect a purple tech sniper, so I may become one-shot death through walls. I finish off the enemies, clap Hellman, defend Panam's honor to Saul, and question Hellman in a crackden hotel.
The blueprints.
Hellman pulls the relic documentation out of his arse because for some reason he has it with him wherever he goes. Makes sense? I move on to the chapel and get told to go see Placide at the butcher's shop. He says follow me and tells me about the animals in the gym. He wants it back and uploads some nonsense into my nog. I reach the GIM, ignoring his people because who has the time for a 2-minute conversation, and use the stealth damage bonuses to one-shot as many enemies as I can before I'm spotted. I reach the main hall and use the sniper and quick hacks to whittle down all the enemies. I connect to the van and Placide tells me to hunt down and take out the Netwatch agent. While looking for the Netwatch agent, I come across Sassy.
What's going on, mate?
I use quick hacks and my tech revolver alongside a combination of dodges to try to take her down. She or Netwatch uses overheat on me and the damage is devastating, easily using up 2 or 3 heals each time. She manages to catch me while I'm overheated, and that's GG. I try the same strategy again, but try extra hard to keep my distance, as I can just tank the overheats. However, the overheats come too frequently and I'm shut down again. On the next try, I sneak around her and grab up her hammer, hoping it might diminish her damage output a bit, but instead she just bum rushes me and grabs me, hitting me with 3 swift attacks that each, you guessed it, remove one of my heals. At least her hands hurt less than the hammer. Then overheat strikes again and I have no heals left to counter it. I have a moment of longing for the dash perk. And I try again. I manage to dodge a lot more of her attacks, but you can't dodge quick hacks, and I die. I realise that quick hacking her is what causes a retaliation quick hack, so I stop using my cyber deck. Now I have my strategy down, it takes me 2 more attempts to win the fight. I find the Netwatch agent and let him virus me up, ignoring Placide's boys again, and meet him up top. Brigitte offers to buy Johnny and tells me she can help me out. So I follow her beneath the chapel and enter cyberspace to contact Alt. Cue Johnny flashback. I shoot a random fella in the crowd and crack Alt. We are jumped in an alleyway where I shoot most of them, but I'm caught off guard by a filthy mantis blade nerd. I wake up to the paparazzi and go find Rogue.
Don't know you.
This absolute neat Santiago gets in my way, causing my death. But second time's the charm, and we easily mow our way through everyone. And then, the nightmare begins. The whole reason I wouldn't want to attempt a deathless run. Challenge I can accept, but pure RNG this far in is absolutely wild. Of course, it would be a car chase section. How every other car chase section I came across in this whole playthrough was absolutely fine. I think Johnny having no healing items is what made this section so diabolical. Basically, you take damage before you get a chance to shoot back, and 9 out of 10 times you die before you can even look in the enemy's direction. And the cherry on top? The mods make loading Johnny sections extremely prone to crashing. Ay ay ay. So, for about 20 minutes, I kept reopening and retrying this section in hopes that I could even just get a shot off before I died. Eventually, I got the opportunity to fight back, but I was not ready and whiffed a lot of shots, and they managed to kill me.
You can't keep getting away with it!
I went back to waiting, but now I had hope that there would be another opportunity to fight.
They hit Arasaka! They hit the car, we're Arasaka! They hit the car, we're fucked! Arasaka!
And then, it finally happened. I made it through. We reach Arasaka Tower, and I hit this clean 6-piece. I then get too overconfident and die. I get a natural kill with the special melee attack, and hide in the corner from Akira. I find Alt's body and beat up the paparazzi man. I pass through the black wall and meet Alt. Net watch them fries the voodoo boys with the virus I let them put in me, and I speak with Alt, and she informs me she can save me if we can connect her to Mikoshi. I fail at stealth, but still manage to take everyone out. Grenades absolutely slap, and Placide manages to one-tap me. I get back to Placide, and he holds a disgusting choke on me. I decide if he wants to play like that, I will cheese him back. I use my classic tech revolver to bang him through the wall, which takes a long time, but gets the job done. One mental breakdown later, and I'm off to see Panem.
V, it's good you're here.
Apparently Saul is not having a good time. They show me the location through a drone, and we make our way there. Now I know there is a tunnel you can use to sneak through, and it would have been super easy, barely an inconvenience. But counterpoint, where's the fun in that? I use the classic take down as many as I can before I'm inevitably spotted technique, and unsurprisingly, it goes bad, leading to my death. I try sniping everyone from afar, but there's too many bullets coming my way, and I lose again. On my third attempt, I get spotted and rush down, but I found my strategy. I get on the highest point in the camp and start raining down bullets.
Let's drop some lead on those motherfuckers!
I truly am the pinnacle of stealth gameplay. I rescue Saul, and we hop in Panam's van. I would get in her van as well, with or without Candy. Jesus Christ, who wrote this shit? Terrible writing aside, another chase sequence occurs, and this time, my quick hacks decide they don't want to work on the enemies. I take out a few, but eventually, they wear me down. After a few attempts, I get through, and we hold up in an abandoned building. I fix the power, Panam and Saul have a domestic, and I try to get a peek at Panam's feet.
Ma'am, I'm sure you'd be cozier with your shoes off.
We all have a sleep, and she gives me the sniper and drives off into the sunset. I meet with Tak, who goes over the plan, and then let him go and do the recon by himself. I go and do some side quests for some XP, and lose a sniper battle to this guy twice. Panam calls me again and tells me we are going to steal a basilisk.
Next, we are going to steal.
Pause for effect.
We reach a train station and I win the race to the top of the tower. We sit around the campfire and have a nap before the big day. We send it for the basilisk convoy and easily take the dub.
Come on, man! That's too easy!
Stop it! Fuck! Just shut up already!
Valid crash out, to be honest. Imagine pulling up with a sick ass tank to your Nomad clan mates and the boss is like, yeah, nah, fuck off. But anyway, I move on to implanting the bug in the parade floats. The sniper Panam gave me works an absolute treat and makes stealth a whole lot easier. I still managed to get myself detected though and almost die multiple times. 7 HP and a dream. I managed to escape due to how good this tech revolver is. This Donnie starts doing a fancy dance and I blow him and his mate up. I'm quickly reminded what I'm playing. I come back again and get done the exact same way. I try to quick hack the sniper and see how much RAM it's gonna cost.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I take out the rest, plant the bug, and bounce. I help the AI vending machine to secure my spot for when the AI uprising occurs. Surely that will get me on the good side. I go back to see the basilisk and spin in it for a bit.
What you meant?
Warm up.
Then Panam makes me play this stupid left-right game. The camp is attacked, but they are not even a slight match for the basilisk. I collect all the loot and have a nice fresh lemonade, followed by a seizure chaser. Panam also has one for some reason. I wake up in the new camp and have unlocked the avocado ending. I head to the parade and Tak tells me I'm not funny.
That is not funny.
He's probably right. The parade starts and I snipe all the snipers. I had no idea you could get them from all the way down here. You really do learn something new every day. I reach Oda, and holy motherfucking cheeseballs. This fight was absolute insanity. Quite possibly the hardest FPS boss fight I have ever experienced in a video game. In my first attempt, he ignores my cyberware malfunction and proceeds to absolutely dunk on me.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
My second attempt, I make it a little further, mainly focusing on dodging and getting in shots, and quick hacks where I can. But eventually, he intercepts me running and clotheslines me into oblivion.
Hello, motherfucker.
I switch up my strats to use an assault rifle, so I don't have to be so close to him, but his Sandevistan allows him to ignore a lot of my shots, and then when I thought it couldn't get worse, he pulls out his smart gun. This gun feels like a checkmate. If he decides to pull it out when you're in the open, you can basically kiss your life goodbye. It does so much damage and it's almost impossible to hide from unless you are already tucked up against a wall. After about a dozen deaths, I decided to switch up my weapon. For some reason, I decided to try out my monowire, which I only added as a joke. It ended up working really well because the heavy hits apply a little stun, giving me a tiny bit more leniency on dodging and maneuvering, which really helped. It didn't stop me getting stomped some more though. Finally, I got this run.
What is your status?
I managed to.
Me too, bruv. Me too. Tak nabs Hanako. And I almost died to some drones that I previously didn't even know dealt damage.
You have no right to!
I get blown up by a door. Worth it. And speak with Hanako. The walls blow up and I fall in a hole. I return to safe Tak and we fight our way out.
Chest. Now or never! Approaching target! Head down! Keep it together!
I hide up in the cracked in hotel again, and Hanako proxies in and tells me to meet her at Embers. Unfortunately, mate, I'm having a bit of an episode and pass out. I wake up this time at a meth head hotel, and Johnny gives me a chat about seeing Rogue. I leave the building and wonder why I'm stuck walking. I even reload the save thinking it's a bug, only to realise I'm dumb and the scripted shotgun I got calls me to be overweight, lol. After what Oda just put me through, I decide to give smart weapons another chance, instantly leading to my death. How's that fair? I do some side gigs and go see Rogue so I can get my level up to 30. I give Johnny control and wake up hungover. Sick one, mate. Cheers. We go to the dock and wait for nightfall, then we kill off all the ruffians. I kill Grayson because he's absolutely useless and take Johnny's Porsche. I don't quite reach level 30 and I do some more side gigs. I get killed by my worst enemy, shotguns.
Ah, my old enemy.
Shotguns.
The second time goes swimmingly, and I move on to a cyber psycho, who also gets the best of me once. I just about scrape my way to level 30, and beeline the closest Ripper dock, to get my second heart. I also managed to get my cyber deck to gold, and then maximize armor with my remaining funds. Time to meet Hanako at Embers. She tells me to help her, and she can help me. But I didn't spend hours completing Panem's questline for nothing. I mean I would, but in this case didn't. I prang out in the elevator, and wake up again at Vix. We love a good old circular narrative. Misty takes me to the roof, and I completely ignore her. I give Panam a call, and she's all in. I wait for her at the door like an abandoned puppy.
No mistaking that ride ever.
She takes me to the camp. All the avocados are really nice and make me part of the family. We take the basilisk and it breaks down 3 whole times. Oh well, at least it destroys everyone and everything when it's awake. I hold off Arasaka while Panem tries to reboot the basilisk yet again.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
One does manage to Sandevistan his way into my spot and kill me, but I have a second heart, so I get back up and keep on fighting. The Militech captain takes about 1 million shots to kill, but does eventually go down. I get in the tank again, destroy the rest of the enemies, and crash through a wall before it breaks down again. Then we do something. It's kind of unclear to me what, but I'm pretty sure it's a drill. But it doesn't look like one, so yeah, we do that. We end up in Arasaka's wine cellar and grenade about 8 enemies.
It's satisfying.
I see a door that needs opening, and I go to do it, but as soon as I press it, enemies come in behind me and start popping shots into my back. Genuinely, no idea how I survived. Maybe it's like a scripted plot armor or something. We kill the rest of security and plug Ult in, who takes control of all the drones and helps us clear up the stragglers. I forgot to press record on the Adam Smasher fight. He was able to one-shot with his missile launcher, and his sniper summons hit hard, but overall, it wasn't too bad, and to be honest, I only died twice, and got it on my 3rd attempt. So I'm gonna add 2 deaths for dying, and another one for being a dumbass. Bringing the total deaths up to a magical 66.
Execute Order 66.
I did go back and do it again, but I got it first try. This really was nothing compared to the Oda fight. I head into the crispy clean Mikoshi water and peace out into cyberspace. Ult tells me I'm still gonna die because the body has been rewritten to Johnny's DNA. But I reply, fuck it weeball, and hop on back into my body. Sorry Johnny, you got it last time, and Mum said it's my turn to play with it. I take a last look at the city, and the avocados leave Night City forever. These mods combined are honestly so much fun to play, and offered a really fresh way to play Cyberpunk. If you want to try them, I'll leave them in the description below. Thanks for watching, peace.